To get control over your finance, there is two parts of the equation. You can increase your revenues, or you can lower your expense. This video would be about lowering the expense, because I'm trying to increase my revenues. Freelancing is a way for that. But what I wanted to talk about is the reducing all the expense. I live a very frugal life. It means that you need to do compromise. If you want everything, if you want the big house and the nice neighborhood, if you want the big car, if you want all that, if you want to keep with the neighbors, you probably won't be able to really lower your expense. But if you're willing to sacrifice, here's some tips that I'm doing to lower my expense. First, cost of living in Spain is much lower than what I had in Canada. Some of the compromise that I'm making is that I live with roommates. I have just a little bedroom with my place to work, high-speed internet, that's it. So the room itself is about $215 plus utilities. So probably paying some $230 to $40, something like that. And for food, I'm either cooking for myself or using service like Too Good To Go, which is you buy cheap food that is supposed to go to waste after the end of the day. Like example, there's a big Chinese buffet, all-you-can-eat buffet near me. It cost me €340 for, I think I eat for 3 meals. So it costs about €1.20 for a meal. So that's a good way to save on food. Other than that, of course, I have to pay for my cell phone. I have other expense, but if you just take my cost of surviving, my cost of living there, I don't have a car, so that's another compromise that I'm doing. I choose to not have a car. I'm not using it. That's also why I decided to live in Elche, to be able to do everything by foot or by bus. Go to the airport, it's very easy. So everything is walkable. I don't know if it's doable in many of American cities or UK cities, but in Europe and in Spain, the weather is nice, so you can always be outside and do your things outside. So for around I would say, let's say 300, just to make a round number, including rent and food for the month, I guess. So it's very cheap. But I have compromise. I live with roommates. I don't go out to restaurants. I just take the food that is super cheap. But that's my way. One of the things that I am trying to do is to reduce the clutter, reduce the stuff that I own. So basically I don't have much after 2 divorces, many moves, and 10 months solo on my bicycle. I really reduce, and I'm still doing that because I still think that I have too much stuff. So I'm selling stuff on application like Wallapop. So all that to say that it's doable to have a very low cost of living. I have other things to pay. I have my subscription for my work. I pay Adobe Cloud, I pay Canva, I pay ChatGPT. Omnisend, Shopify. So I have expenses for my business that are not that much, maybe 120 per month, something like that. It's not that much, but it's important because that's the thing that allows me to go and get a revenue to work. If I don't pay the Adobe software, well, I cannot get design work because they all expect me to work with the Adobe software. The main problem, if I had only that, I would be really living a good life for very cheap. The only problem is that I have debts from a previous business that I'm still carrying. Those are dragging me down. It's close to, I'd say, 1,500 per month that I need to pay for government, Seguridad, debts. I still owe my ex of 10 years ago money on the house. So if it was not for that, I would be like living super cheap, trying to increase my revenues. I'm doing that. I'm still trying to increase my revenues. It's not as fast as I want, but in 8 months I made 12,000 on Upwork, plus my other contracts. So probably close to 15,000 in 8 months, which is good. I'm happy with that, in euros. So yeah, increasing the revenues and lowering the expenses, and there's not much. I like the expenses. I cut Netflix. I cut Amazon Prime. I cut. I had a Canadian phone number. It was just 5 or 6, 10 euros per month to have a Canadian number, but I don't use that. I don't dine out, I don't have a car, I don't buy anything. My goal is to have only things that are useful. If there is something that I'm not using, it's a waste. It's a waste of money that sits there on a drawer somewhere. No, I want to get rid of my extra stuff and only buy what I really need. There was a book, Do You Really Need This? I think in French it was En as-tu vraiment besoin? It's really, when you try to buy something, you ask yourself, do I really need that? Is that something that will improve my life? Because everything that we have, we need a space to store it, and space means cost more money. If I just have my little room at 215, or if I need 3 beds and like all that space, it's a waste of money because it's money that I'm not using on anything else. So my goal is to really get my finance over, and one of the things is to live a very, very simple life, including the compromise that requires. Having roommates, not going out, not having a car. You would say, yeah, but I cannot do that. I have kids. I live in Denver. I don't know. Whatever reasons that you can give yourself. I think there is always ways to really reduce our expenses. If you have a house, maybe you can rent a room instead of having to go yourself with roommates. Maybe you can share a room with a student or something, and you can choose the person that you would spend time with. So there is ways. My goal is really to not spend anything and increase my revenues with freelancing. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me if it's something that it is doable. Do you have any idea to reduce our costs, and I could add also the cost in energy. Like some people will say that, oh, I don't have time to build my own business, I don't have time to start a YouTube channel, I don't have time to freelance, but we're average time spent on Netflix is 2 hours every day. So those 2 hours could be redirected into something different, and you realize at some point that, well, okay, I was not really watching that. I prefer to watch things on YouTube that can make me learn something. So all the cost of, yes, reducing the money implication, but also reducing the time of the things that we are doing without thinking about it. Entertainment, dining out, time in traffic, all of those things that we can question, at least. There is solution. So let me know. Leave me a message in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. And yeah, if you have any opinions or suggestions for subjects that you want me to address, let me know, and I will be happy to meet you, and we'll see you next.